Hey, how's it going? Brad Riley here and welcome to this video. Now in this one today, I'm going to show you how you can get more customers for your business using LinkedIn Jobs and why it is completely underrated in terms of growing your business, okay? So without further ado, I'm just going to jump straight into it here. So as you can see, what you want to do if you're unfamiliar with LinkedIn Jobs, it's basically like a recruitment website built within LinkedIn. So it's basically like an indeed.co.uk or read.co.uk or .com, whatever, right? Built inside of LinkedIn, okay? Now, just to get to it, by the way, along the top here, you've got this kind of briefcase looking thing. When you're on LinkedIn, if you click that, that is going to take you to this jobs page. Now, depending on what business you are in, so just as an example here today, I actually run a Facebook ads business, okay? So we run Facebook ads for other companies. So in the example of this, what I've gone ahead and done is typed in the service up here, which is Facebook ads, and I've put United Kingdom. Now, the great thing about this, first of all, depending on what you do, if you're a freelancer, maybe you're an agency, if you work worldwide, the world is literally your oyster here because you can type in pretty much any country. Even if you're based in the UK, you could type in the United States and find these jobs to reach out to, okay? So you may be thinking, before I even get into this, hang on a minute, this is a job site. They are looking for employees. Why on earth would they want to hire somebody else? Why would we reach out to somebody actively looking for an employee? Well, if you actually look at it from a deeper perspective, the reason they want an employee is to fulfill a role. So actually the main want and need is to fulfill a role, fulfill a service. Now, a lot of people, a good chunk of them, a very good chunk of them, will not be interested in hiring externally or hiring an agency. However, a decent amount of them are completely open to the idea. And what we found is reaching out to these people, rather than just reaching straight out to them and saying, hey, let me work for you. No, if you reach out and instead just ask the question, are you open to the idea of working with, a contractor or a freelance or an external agency to fulfill this role? Or are you set on hiring an in-house employee? If you ask that question, you'll be surprised at how many yeses you get in terms of, yes, I am open to that idea. So just to give you an example here, I've typed in Facebook ads for the United Kingdom. I've just found the top job up here, which is Atomic Digital Marketing. Now they're looking for a head of PPC for Google, Facebook, and LinkedIn advertising. The job is 30 to 45K per year. And you've got Matthew Carter here, who is the founder. So in this situation, if I had a little read of the job description, basically, these guys are looking for somebody to head up their department for Facebook and Google ads. Now, as an agency, this may be something that would fit for my agency. It may be something that would be able to help with. And what's crazy is the benefit to somebody like Matthew working with us is, first of all, they're willing to pay £30,000 to £45,000 per year. Now that's a base salary, right? That's not including any bonuses, any pension stuff that they have in place. So realistically, that figure is going to be considerably higher what it costs to bring them on. You've also got to consider holiday pay, sick pay, all of that stuff. If people call in sick, they've got to have cover for that, right? There's a bunch of stuff that actually being, if they were to hire a digital agency or a freelancer, that all of that kind of stuff would be covered, okay? So there is a benefit. So when we're reaching out to these businesses, actually leveraging that and saying, look, we would be potentially even 50% cheaper. You don't have to pay us any sick pay, any holiday pay, any pension. You don't have to worry about taxes, adding us to payroll. You've also not got, you've not tied us into an employment contract. So, if you work on a month-to-month contract, there's literally less risk for them because if budget cuts come in, they can just get rid of you a lot easier as an agency or a freelancer than, you can't just fire an employee, right? So there's several benefits to that. So, when reaching out to them, I'd reach out to Matthew. So a couple of options here. First of all, you could just apply to the job. And I'm a big believer in a pronged approach of outreach. So you could absolutely apply to this job and, ask the question in there, attach your portfolio, attach your experience to stand out. Second of all, you could go on here to Matthew. You could connect with Matthew. You could send Matthew a private message and ask the same question. What's also good is the name of the agency is here. So I did a quick Google search and right at the top, the website came up. Right away, it was like one of the first websites that come up. So if you have a look over here on the top, we've actually got a contact page. So if we see here, if we fill this information out, the contact page essentially just goes directly into an email inbox anyway. So we could fill this out and ask that question. Up here, there's a phone button. I assume that will give you the phone number. Ring them up, ask the question. I notice you're looking for this. Are you interested or open to the idea of working with a contractor or a freelancer? And look, another thing that aligns perfectly with this, over here it actually says the location is remote. So essentially, what difference does it make? So it's worth asking those questions now, whether you're a social media manager, whether you're a web designer, it doesn't matter what you do. The point is, you come up here, you swap up your, if you type in web design, and to be fair, you could even change, right? You could go United States, and search. And you can see, yes, you're going to have businesses like Apple. Realistically, as a little freelancer, is reaching out to Apple and saying, look, I think you may benefit from working with a freelancer? No. A lot of your Fortune 500 type companies, it's not going to be necessarily the best fit. You're probably not going to get a response. But for your smaller, middle-sized, medium-sized companies, like I assume this Atomic Digital Marketing company are, those are the ideal type of customers where you could reach out to them and ask that question. And what I will say is, I've spoken to a lot of people who have used this method, and they get put off because they might email 10 businesses, 5 of them don't respond, and 4 of them say, no, we're not interested. But 1 of them does. So think about it. You send 10 outreach, you've got a warm, interested lead, and what you want to do is book in a call, have a conversation, speak about your benefits compared to an employee, share some results that you may have in the past. We've achieved this result, see what their pain points are, see what deliverables they are looking for, see if you can offer it, and if you can, this can actually be a really fantastic way to generate leads and customers for your business. So there we have it. I hope you found a bunch of value. If you have any questions regarding this, please let me know. And if you are interested in any higher level training, maybe you're looking to build your online business, or specifically you're looking to grow a marketing agency of any kind, I've actually got the link to some of my training products down below, including a one-to-one guaranteed success coaching program where I'm working with students to guarantee their success or they don't pay. But again, it's extremely exclusive. I can't take and work with everybody because it is one-on-one. But if it's something you're interested in, you can either apply below or join on the waitlist to get notified when spots become available. But there we have it. I hope you found a bunch of value. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.